Hey Vibe Tribe, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Healing Her for a new video. If you are new here, my name is Evolving Ab. We talk about DV healing, DV survival, protection of self, loving in a healthy manner, and so on this channel. So welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that YouTube pushes my videos out to the masses. Okay? So, this video might be hard to hear, guys, but it could save your life or someone else's. Today, we're talking about why you need to share your story with at least one person. And I did a video, you guys, about maybe waiting to tell your story to social media, and I still stand 10 toes down on that. But because of a recent situation, I felt like I needed to have a discussion with you guys about how to share your story with at least one safe person, how to choose that person, how to protect that person, and how to protect yourself. Because if anything ever happens, if your abuser spins the narrative, or you're no longer here to defend yourself, that one person could be the reason your truth is still told. So let's talk about how to choose them, what to share, how to do it safely, and how to protect both of you. Let's get into this video. I keep trying for you. I gave you all the love I got. I gave you more. She was a wife, a business owner, a woman in love. He took her money, abused her, stole her future. She snapped, took his life, then her own. But her best friend, she had the receipts, screenshots, court records, a video of him being abusive. Had she not shared, the world would have painted her as nothing but a. This is why I say, tell one safe person. As a survivor, I get it. You want to protect your image, your children, your sanity. You're scared they'll judge you. Or worse, they'll say you're the problem. But silence is the abuser's strongest weapon. Sharing your story with just one trusted person can literally shift how the world responds to your pain. They become your witness if something happens to you. They can also protect your truth. So first, let's get into who to tell, how to choose your safe person. Not everyone deserves to hold your truth. Here's what to look out for. Number one, they're calm under pressure. Not someone who will run straight to your, y'all know the crash out friends, right? We all have that one friend who don't play about you, and kudos, right? She should not play about you. You should not play about your friends. But that is not somebody you want to tell this to while you're in the midst of it. Because the last thing you want is her to show up, pop off, and want to fight him. And now he knows you're telling people, which puts you in much more danger. They've proven to respect your privacy. They don't gossip and they don't overshare your business. That is a green flag of who you want to choose. They believe you. Even if they don't fully understand it, they trust you. They have some level of independence from your abuser, right? So that being said, means like nobody, like not a family member who is benefiting from your abuser will ever be a safe person for you. Financially, emotionally, or physical space from your abuser or shared circle is necessary. Now what to say? I want you to consider saying something very simple, such as, hey, I need to tell you something important, and I need you to keep it confidential. You don't need to fix it. I just need a witness in case something happens. Now let's get into what to share. When considering what to share, I want you to consider the security. I want you to consider, I said I was going to put this on in here, but I don't think I did, y'all. So I may have to come back and do a short video of what apps you can use to share this information, but keep it secure and safe, right? So don't just text it. A Dropbox. Anyway, I don't know. This is the moment where you have to assess your own situation. I don't know the lengths of what your abuser may do to get in your phone, to snoop through your stuff, to invade your privacy. You do. So you want to make sure however you transfer this information that it is safe and secure. If you got to put it on a flash drive, put it on a flash drive and maybe leave it at work and put in an envelope for such and such. Put their name on it. I don't know. I don't know the lengths of what you need to do, but always think safety and security first, okay? So, what you want to share screenshots, text messages, emails, financial statements, any threats, videos or recording, capture emotional and verbal abuse if safe. Now, I know from my experience, and pretty much probably majority of yours, this is where I knew that I was in a dangerous situation. The moment I started recording on my phone. To this day, I still have those. I have been out of my abusive relationship, I'll say at least 7 years. But I have only been cleared of not hearing from him for about two. So I tend to still hold on to it because I just don't know if I'm going to need it. It's like as soon as I let my guard down, there's a message, an email, or something. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't completely let the guard down to delete those things. I need to put it on the flash drive, but I'm not in fear of my phone being taken by my abuser or my privacy being invaded because he's no longer present in my life to that degree, right? Um, Proof of stolen money or business dealings. If this man is stealing your ideas, your business finances, be sure to document that and save that as well. That was something in her situation. It's probably not going to be something in most women's situations. Um, Journal entries and timelines. Okay, here's the tea, y'all. Courts are now accepting journals and journal entries as evidence of abuse. I've told y'all time and time again to document it, not necessarily even for that purpose, but for the purpose of you understanding what your experiences are, the here and now, before you're gaslit, because that's what happens. You're gaslit, and then your body and your mind starts to do this thing, cognitive um cognitive dissonance, where it doesn't want to remember the bad things out of survival, out of protection, out of the desire for peace. Okay. When you do these journal entries, include dates, events, situations, words verbatim. Okay. So when these experiences happen, if you're able to get away for a few minutes to start journaling, then do that. However, I do again want you to consider your privacy and safety. So if you know he's going to go through your journal and your journal is going to be available to him, then be careful with that. Okay. I want to say maybe email your notes somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Have a secret email. Go into your phone, type up the date, the time, the situation, and send it to your email. Keep your journal at work. And maybe when you go to work first thing in the morning before you start getting to work, you go open that email up and start journaling. Okay? You got to think big. Think big. You know what I'm saying? You got to be. It's amazing what the mind can do in the midst of surviving. However, it's also amazing what the mind can't do in the midst of survival. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I want you to really consider how to navigate this in a way that protects you and keeps you safe. But it's also a part of keeping you safe is to have that safe person and to document your experience. Last but not least, of course, court records, medical records. If you go to the hospital, okay, this is what I want you to think about. If you go to the hospital, I had a whole conversation with the nurse one time I went to the hospital recently, y'all. I had just started lifting weights. Your girl had some chest pains. I'm too old to ignore it, so I went and was wanted to make sure I was good so I can continue to go to the gym, right? That being said, she asked me, do I feel safe at home? And I told her, it's amazing how I pay attention to that question now. But I don't know that I paid attention to that question when I was in that abusive relationship. I asked her, did they just start asking that or have they been asking that for years? And she said they've been asking it for a while, but it's become more important and pushed more in the recent years. Okay. The reason why, and even if you don't feel he's there, so you don't feel safe saying, no, I don't feel safe at home. Again, those medical records is going to tie up with that journal entry with the date and what actually happened. Document it. Document it and save it for your safe person. So, of course, last but not least, make sure you save these in a locked note, encrypted folder, cloud drive. Give access, not just files, give access. But again, safety first. Okay. So, let's get into how to protect your safe person, because you have to understand that when you choose this person and you're sharing this information with this person, if your abuser finds out, now this person is no longer safe either. Okay, so you're taking a risk. You have to be very considerate, which is also why you want to be sure to ask this person, are they willing to hold this for you? Are they willing to take this information in without internalizing it? Okay. Because we also want to consider their safety mentally and emotionally and physically as well. You're not just protecting yourself, you're asking someone to hold a dangerous truth that can put them at risk if your abuser finds out. So let's get into how to keep them safe. Number one, don't tell your abuser who knows. Please do not ever tell your abuser. And I mean stuff like, y'all will get into an argument and this is one of my pet peeves, y'all. And this isn't just a abuser situation. This is a pet peeve of mine, when you're in an argument with somebody and they say, well, even such and such said. I hate that, because that person is not standing there to protect themselves or defend what you're saying that they said about me. But also it goes and it affects the relationship of another situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. My sister used to do this. My sister used to do this, y'all. Ooh, even such and such said, so now I got to side eye such and such. They not here to defend themselves. I don't know the context of the conversation. I think it's very immature and I think it's very unfair. So what I don't want you to do is get in an argument, lose your train of thought, get heated in a moment, react off of emotion and not logic. Go back and watch my video about emotional control, okay? Because it'll cause you to lose every single time. But yeah, go and be like, even such and such said, such and such knows that you do this to me. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, okay? Keep their name confidential. Like, think of that person as your sneaky link. Actually, when choosing a person, I would not say choose your best friend. I would not say choose your favorite cousin, unless you know these people meet all of the other characteristics. I would say choose somebody he would never have thought would hold that information for you. Next up, also use again cloud links, shared folders, not your own device. Okay, so not even sent to their device. You know what I'm saying? Because you do not want to risk them being hacked or confronted. So we're thinking safe folders. And I'm going to come back to y'all. I'll come back and do like a 5-minute video about the different apps or different drives and different stuff that you can use that's a little bit more secure after I do my research. Next, you want to let them know what to do if contacted. So consider a safe word, right? Consider a safe word. Something, and not help. Not help, y'all. Consider a safe word. I'm like pineapples, you know what I'm saying? But like pizza, you know what I'm saying? Consider a safe word and let them know what to do if they receive the safe word. Also, let them know that if he reaches out, to not engage, to block him, to not engage. That is a sign he has figured things out. Do not further involve yourself. Again, speaking about their mental, spiritual, emotional health, okay? I want you to encourage them to take care of their mental health too. That being said, do not go into this folder and be looking at all the documents. I'm going to place it here. I'm placing it here for emergency purposes. If anything ever happens to me, go here and pull these. Give it to my mom. Give it to the police. Give it to whoever, right? But do not go in here day in, day out and look at this evidence. It is very detrimental to someone's mental and emotional health. So I want you to also consider that. Do not pick the nosy cousin you know can't help herself and is going to be going into that folder. Know that holding your story is emotional weight as well. So overall, make sure you choose someone who's willing, but make sure they're protected too. Before we continue this video, y'all, we got to do a little bill paying, a little shameless plug here. So the strain for this video is called Moonlit Love, y'all. It is for the girl who is on the cusp of getting out of an abusive relationship, right? So I want you to consider she's reflecting, right? She's reflecting on her experience. And as a result of that reflection, she is also needing to give herself a little bit of comfort and compassion for what she allowed herself to go through. Y'all already know when y'all first step out and y'all get in that healing journey and get heavy and you start thinking about all the things you allowed, it makes you very angry. It makes you very upset with self. So moonlit love is just that. Moonlit love is going to be that soft hug you need to say it's okay because I'm not her anymore. Okay, let's get into how to share without trauma dumping. Okay, so first, start with consent. I said that earlier in the video. You want to ask. It can be something as simple as, can I share something deeply with you? Can I share something deeply personal and sensitive with you? Then you want to be intentional. Keep it very simple without all the bells and whistles. I'm in an abusive relationship. I need someone to hold documents for me in case things escalate. Next, you're going to ask for support, not solutions, okay? I don't expect you to fix it. I just need a witness to the truth. And after that, you're going to check in with a simple, thank you for holding space for me. I know it's heavy. Your story matters. Your safety matters. And your truth deserves to be known. Even if it has to be whispered in confidence, tell somebody. One safe soul. And if you don't have that yet, keep documenting. Keep protecting your peace. Because if things happen to you, you deserve to be remembered in your truth, not as the villain in someone else's version of your pain. Sending love, light, and protection to every woman who is surviving DV right now. You're not alone. You're not crazy. You're worth saving. If this spoke to your spirit, share it with a sister. Share with another sis. If this spoke to your spirit, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, please and thank you. And follow for content rooted in healing, safety, and spiritual survival. Until next time, love yourself, protect your energy, and deal with life's bullshit with grace and gratitude, girl. Love ya.